So do you still support sending money to the Wuhan Virology Institute?
We do not send money now to the Wuhan Virology
Do you support
Institute.
sending money? We did, under your tutelage. We were sending it through EcoHealth. It was a sub-agency and a sub-grant. Do you support that the money from NIH that was going to the Wuhan Institute?
Let me explain to you why that was done. The SARS-CoV-1 originated in bats in China. It would have been irresponsible of us if we did not investigate the bat viruses and the serology to see who might have been infected.
Or perhaps it would be irresponsible
China.
to send it to the Chinese government that we may not be able to trust with this knowledge and with this incredibly dangerous viruses. Government scientists like yourself who favor gain-of-function research.
I don't favor gain-of-function research in China. You are saying things that are not correct.
And I'm, again, a lifetime Democrat, a, totally down-the-middle reporter. And I looked at this exchange between Rand Paul, I do want to speak to it for a minute, between Senator Paul and Dr. Fauci. And I thought, well, that is just weird that Dr. Fauci is saying that, because we've been posting those bat studies, from Science and from Nature, peer-reviewed studies since November of last year. And then a quick Google search showed that news stories about the gain-of-function research, about the bat studies, were on the NIH website. And not only that, with a quick search of grants.me, which records all science grants, you see that Peter Daszak's bat coronavirus to human studies have been going on funded by the NIH since 2014, and they're due to last till 2025, and that he got at least $1.2 million from Dr. Fauci's agency. And what's really alarming to me as a journalist, and I'll just put this out there because it bears more scrutiny, is that back in 2015, Peter Daszak, his studies were looking at the transmission from bat coronaviruses to humans at wet markets in China. So this is 5 years before that exact narrative emerged as the source of, totally by accident, out of the blue, this virus. So it could be completely unrelated, but to me as a journalist, the fact that Dr. Fauci has been funding these studies, they're right there, they're on the NIH website. On the NIH website, it also says that the NIH stopped the funding abruptly when President Trump called attention to it. That bears investigation. You can't be a journalist or a citizen and think there shouldn't be questions asked, because, that's an obvious set of questions that need to be asked. And the last thing I want to say is that I'm shocked that Dr. Fauci, I don't use the word lie lightly. I try to never be ad hominem and give people the benefit of the doubt, innocent till proven guilty. But literally in 5 minutes of Googling, it was clear that Dr. Fauci lied. And when people are saying, what is gain of function? He's parsing his words about, is it that kind of research which involves weaponization? The NIH tag on the grant summary, right, is biodefense and biotechnology. That's the NIH's tag, meaning that's how the NIH categorized this research. And the last thing, which will blow the minds of everyone, like it blew my mind, is that this was Peter Daszak's research. And as the New Yorker reported in a very thorough report, that research has raised alarms among other scientists who have been saying, as you pointed out, this is too dangerous. There could be a lab accident, a lab worker could get infected. Don't do it. But nonetheless, they forged ahead. And when there was a call for an investigation in China of the Wuhan lab, who was tasked to do the investigation? You won't believe it. Peter Daszak. He's the one who was tasked with going to see if everything was kosher, with those experiments. So Dr. Fauci said a lot of things in his testimony, but it seems to me as a journalist on its face that for journalists, and I had the exact same moment you did, Steve, yesterday, looking at Yahoo, looking at CNN, all these people saying, oh, Rand Paul is trolling Dr. Fauci. Rand Paul is harassing Dr. Fauci. He's a conspiracy theorist. Not one of these journalists seems to have done a 5-minute Google search to see if Dr. Fauci had funded gain-of-function research about bat coronaviruses infecting humans, which he seems to have done for 5 years, clearly. So that was a very shocking moment to me as a reporter.
See it in the faces of those who fight for change. They're not afraid and don't walk away. What's it gonna take for us to sacrifice? It'll be a measure of ourselves in life. But I can't do this by myself. No, I need someone to help. It just takes one voice to start it all, two to carry it on. Many make a movement and more make it strong. But I can't do this by myself. No, I need someone to help. I need you to help. It just takes one voice as millions, 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 one But I can't do this by myself. No, I need someone to help. I need you to help. Don't leave me here alone. I need you to help. Voice as millions, one voice as millions, one voice.